Hello everyone, welcome to the video series of XCAN, and today we will be going through what is smart contract, development of smart contract in Rust, and we will also cover Rust programming language and Arbitrum Stylus tech stack. So moving forward, let's first deep dive into what is smart contract. So basically a smart contract is a piece of code that lives on the blockchain. It executes when certain conditions are met. So it's just like a real world contract. If you want to suppose buy any plot, or then you are signing the contract, right? So that's how the smart contract is. The key characteristics of the smart contract is it is autonomous, executes itself when certain conditions are met. The code is transparent and visible by all, ensuring fairness, and it is securely stored on the blockchain. So it is immutable and tamper proof. So anyone can verify and audit the contract, has been stored on the blockchain. So no one can tamper with the contract once it is written. So that's how secure the smart contract is. So let me walk you through the real life use cases of the smart contracts. So first one is DeFi. DeFi stands for decentralized finance. So smart contract powers platform like Uniswap and Aave. So Uniswap is like, suppose if you have multiple cryptocurrencies in your wallet and you want to transfer one cryptocurrencies to another, and if you want to swap or change one currency or coin to another, then you can use Uniswap. So yeah, this is the UI of the Uniswap. So for example, if you want to transfer or swap 0.001 to USDC, then you just have to come at Uniswap and enter your amount, and it will route you through how many USDC you can get. So this is in the Uniswap backend. Everything has been written in smart contract using the programming language called Solidity. And the another example of smart contract is Aave. So Aave is like a bank only. So in traditional Web 2, we have a bank, right, where you can deposit your money and you can get some interest on top of the money you have deposited. So same like if you want to land your crypto and earn interest, then you can land your cryptocurrencies into Aave platform, and then you can earn some interest on top of that cryptocurrencies. And now suppose if you want to borrow some cryptocurrencies, then also you can borrow it from Aave platform. But for that you have to pay some fees, and all this can happen with no bank involved, just the piece of code which has been written in programming language called Solidity in the backend. And another use is NFT, stands for non-fungible token. So this was the booming area in 2021 and 2022. So here also the smart contracts are being used moving forward. Yeah, so these all are the programming languages using which you can write your smart contract, called Solidity, JavaScript, Rust, Haskell, Cairo, and Viper. Yeah, so how smart contracts works in Arbitrum. So on the left hand side you can see how normally smart contracts are written. So for example, to write the smart contract, a Solidity programming language is used, and then you will get two things, bytecode and ABI. So this is the bytecode which has been passed to the EVM. So EVM stands for Ethereum Virtual Machine. So if you are familiar with the programming languages like Java, then you heard of the JVM, right? JVM stands for Java Virtual Machine, which runs your code written in Java programming language. So that's how here we have EVM to compile the EVM bytecode that has been generated from the Solidity programming language. So that's how EVM works. And now coming to the Arbitrum. So Arbitrum has added one more thing called Wasm Virtual Machine. So Wasm, what it does is it lets you write the contract like in another programming language like Rust, C or C++, which are compatible with Wasm. Wasm stands for WebAssembly. So if you don't know about Solidity, then also you can write the smart contracts in either of these languages which supports Wasm. So if anyone don't know about the Solidity programming language and coming from the Web2 background, then they can directly write the smart contracts in either of these programming languages which are compatible to Wasm. And they gave that stack name Arbitrum Nitro. So this is the EVM plus, and this is the normal EVM. So moving forward. So yeah, what is Stylus? So Stylus lets you write the smart contracts in programming languages such as C, C++, or Rust that compile down to Wasm, which we already had discussed. So it does has rich language support already exists for Rust programming language, so you can directly start to use Stylus SDK and CLI, and it does also have a virtual machine called Wasm, as we have seen here, equals to Wasm with EVM. So Stylus smart contract benefit from Arbitrum's co-equal virtual machine called WebAssembly. So Solidity and Stylus contracts are interoperable. So you can call a Rust contract from a Solidity contract and vice versa. So Stylus contracts are very faster because it cost very lowers a significant lower gas fees due to co-equal WASM virtual machine, right? And the memory can be 100x to 500x cheaper when we are using the Stylus. So yeah, so why does this matter? So as we already had discussed, using the Arbitrum Stylus tech stack on one chain, you can have many languages by which you can write your smart contracts. And it provides you EVM plus EVM with Wasm, so that you can write the contracts in C, C++, and another programming languages also, which compiles down to Wasm. Execution will be cheaper, memory will be memory, and low memory and gas costs will be used, and opt-in re-entrancy safeguard will also be available on Stylus. So this is the one type of attack in smart contract. So Stylus also gives us the guard, opt-in guard, to prevent this type of attack. And as we have seen that Solidity and Rust smart contracts are fully interoperable. You can call anyone from vice versa. Rust is one of the most admired programming language. So this is the Stack Overflow 2024 survey chart. So as you can see that Rust is one of the most admired programming language with 82.2% developer. So yeah, that's why we will be targeting Rust. Yeah, so that's all for this video. If you have any doubt, then please feel free to reach out to us. Thank you everyone.